Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, Shadow of the Ninja for the NES, from 1990, from Natsume. It's the United States of America 2029 AD, and the city is run in a dictatorial government-style dictatorship by Emperor Garuda, and a lot of people have lost their lives. And all we have to stop this guy's reign of terror are two ninjas. Weak story, I know, but hey, any excuse to play as a ninja, any excuse to get rid of a dictatorial-style government dictatorship, or whatever it is that I said earlier, right? And you have to sit through that cutscene every time you play the game, just so you can choose between a one-player or a two-player game with the select button. We're obviously going to be playing a one-player game. And before you start, you get to choose between the two ninja, Hayate and Kaede. I actually watched Chilean Retro Gamer, aka Retro, play through this game not too long ago. I did enjoy it. I played through the first few stages. Really liked what I saw, decided to keep at it and go ahead and make a Let's Play out of it. And he chose Hayate for his run, so I'm going to use Kaede. Both characters play exactly the same, so there's really not much of a difference between the two ninjas. Now it's time for a stage 1-1. Left and right lets you move around, down lets you duck. There's another weapon you can pick up that you can aim with up on the control pad. You can also do up, left, and up, right with that weapon as well. B lets you attack, A lets you jump, and that's basically the gist of the controls. Want to go right at these guys with your sword as soon as you see them. Otherwise, they're just going to keep dogging you for as long as they're on screen. And throughout the game, you'll be seeing boxes that contain weapons that you'll pick up. Shurikens. We have 20, as indicated by the number 20 on the upper left. Also in the upper left is our energy meter. If we lose all our energy, we lose a life, and if we lose a life, we also have to use a continue as well, because this game apparently thinks that lives as continues, or continues as lives, are fun. And here's the other weapon I was talking about that you can aim with up and well as left or right in conjunction with up. That's the Kusarigama. It's basically a sickle on a chain. And it's a rather touchy weapon at times. It rather has a rather touchy hitbox. But it is rather nice to have, and I'm going to be sticking with that through the game. Also, you want to duck to take care of those guys that act like the little Mega Man enemies that just move back and forth and usually take one kind of specific weapon to kill in the Mega Man games. Anyway, this guy's pretty easy. You just have to wait for him to start punching at the air, and then you better be ready to move away and jump over his rushing slide. If you stand at just the right distance and you have this Kusarigama, you can hit him twice each time you press the attack button instead of once. We are now on stage 1-2. There are 5 stages altogether in the game with their own little sub-levels, so to speak. I hate these purple enemies that just stand in place and slash, because sometimes they can get you when you don't expect them to. And those red guys with the shoulder pads that just rush at you, they can't hurt you with their tackle. But if you can somehow hit them and keep mashing the attack button, you can actually keep those little red shoulder pad guys in place. And you can eventually get rid of them. Those missile pods shoot out missiles. You can easily avoid those missiles. You can destroy those pods, but they take a lot of hits to kill, and I don't feel like doing that. Also, that box contains a katana. I'm not getting it. And that's what I was talking about earlier with the red shoulder pad guys. And that's what I was talking about with the aiming with the Kusarigama. Now it's time for stage 1-3. We have a bunch of these wheels. Some of them will have platforms on them. And wow, I did not like that guy at all. Luckily, I managed to jump before he could rush me right into that pit. If you fall into a pit, did not want that sword. If you fall into a pit, you lose a little bit of energy and you do respawn. But I swear that even that's not worth it at times, so you're better off just jumping as best as you possibly can. And you also have these gun guys. When they have their guns held up like that, they're gonna block any attacks that you have. Best thing to do is wait for them to aim their gun at you in a standing position, and then just crouch down and hit them as much as you can. And I'm waiting here for these two platforms. Jump into this platform, press up to pull ourselves up, kind of like what we did in the missile pod section. And then we should be able to get up onto that platform and over here. We just picked up a blue little pot there. The red ones refill some of your health, but not all of it. The blue ones refill the whole shebang. And I completely messed up my timing and I was talking. Good thing I stopped messing it up and shut up and killed that guy already. And now it's time for the stage 1 boss, which is this guy. He lands, he shoots those projectiles from a nearby distance, and he shoots them from a little further forward. Then he flies into the air and tries to land on you. Gonna have to stay in one place so that way he doesn't go too far away, because the further you go away from him, the faster he's gonna move towards you. And the more you keep him on screen, the less of a pain his little sine wave style movement down towards the ground is gonna be. Once he lands, he opens his eye for a brief second, then closes it, and then he starts firing at you again. Also, we refilled a little bit of our health, but not all of it, from defeating a boss. So now we can start stage 2 with full health, as well as what I was talking about, the Kusarigama. It is a touchy weapon. Sometimes it will not hit when you want it to. Sometimes it will hit when you don't expect it. It only really hits enemies when it's moving forward, and that is kind of realistic, but sometimes it can be a bit of a pain. This box contains a katana. I don't want it. And he got in the way. Great. This box contains shurikens, and the Kusarigama was going through that guy. I do not want the shurikens here. You'll see why eventually. It's because of this mid-boss here. And this is what I was talking about with the Kusarigama. It keeps it hitting when I don't expect it to. It doesn't hit when I want it to sometimes. Like right there, I did not expect the Kusarigama to hit it while I was that far down. And now my health is flashing great. I am going to have like 3 bars of health for the next part of this. You obviously want to avoid the steam that comes out of these pipes. Thankfully, it always shoots downward. And you know what? I'm going to play it really conservatively. Strike the things that are moving across the ground. Wait for it to come to my way. And then hold down and press the jump button so I can get further down on that platform. Just hang off the underside of it again. Now, thankfully, you don't have to hold up to latch on to certain ceilings. All you have to do is just leap into them, and you'll pretty much latch on. When you're hanging on to a certain ceiling like that, like the platform from stage 1-3 that I was talking about, you can press left and right to move around, and you can still attack with the B button. But you can also use the up button up on the control pad to pull yourself up. And the reason I stopped there was because of this guy with the boomerang. Now, because I have the Kusarigama, I can aim up and right and take care of that guy pretty well, for the most part. This guy's going to give me a little bit more trouble. At least I moved enough to the right, so that way his boomerang would show up first, because it can't take you off guard. And from here, I want to keep ducking down to avoid the boomerang while I take time to pretty much hit him with the... Want to grab that. Hit him with the weapon that I have. I picked up some more shurikens, which is going to be useful against these guys. Good thing I got full health because, again, if you lose a life, if you lose all your health, you lose a life, and you lose a life, you also lose continue too. Which is something that I've never enjoyed. And that contained a box. I mean, that box contained a katana. I don't know why I went for that katana. You can switch the katana sometimes if you want, but I'm kind of sticking with the sickle weapon here. And you know what? I'm just going to jump over that guy because he's just not worth it to me. And now we got these guys. They shoot a single shot. You want to duck when you're taking care of them because they split into two once you hit them. And if I could hit this guy with the sickle, I've now forgotten the name of this weapon. Already. I apologize, and I don't feel like opening Notepad back up to get it. And we got bombs. I've never gotten up to the platform before, so I didn't know what was up there. But the bombs there, they're kinda useless to me for the most part. I don't want to see if I can actually... Okay, that'll do. The reason I want to keep those guys away from that box is because I want to be able to grab the two red jars there without accidentally grabbing this katana. Without even opening that box, as a matter of fact. Yeah, once you get up that elevator, once you take that elevator up, these guys show back up as normal enemies. And we are now on stage 2-3. When I get up here, that little blade-like thing down there will shoot projectiles. And you want to get up here and destroy that little blue orb. The blue orb will recess back into this tank and will pretty much shoot at this multi-shot weapon. This little multi-way weapon here. Multi-way shot. And when it recesses and brings out that gun there, you want to move away immediately. And thankfully I was able to two-cycle that thing off screen, get almost all of my health back. You can destroy that little thing that shoots the lasers at the bottom, but there's no point. And now we continue to stage 3-1 as my commentary continues to be all over the place. We got this guy again. I'm gonna duck down here. Wow, I do not like fighting these guys at all. But I can get up here and aim upwards. That works. There we go. Had to concentrate a little there. And these guys that run towards you start showing up. And what's in here? Another sickle weapon. I'm not really worried about these running guys. And I don't know if that contains any... Okay, that contains a full health. Misread that as a partial health replenishment there. By the way, if you pick up a weapon that you already have, you can actually power it up. You actually get like a better version of that weapon. I know the katana has like a longer range, and I think the sickle weapon does too. But if you get hit at any point, or after enough time passes, you do lose that upgrade. So you definitely want to be careful. And you're better off jumping over the boomerangs that these guys throw, as I have figured out, because it can be rather nasty to deal with. Oh, hey. Hey, Mr. Boomerang Guy, how's it going? I'll just go ahead and use most of my shurikens on you because I know they're going to run out eventually. There we go. If you can attack this guy fast enough, you'll be able to keep his boomerangs from even coming out there. There we go. And there is a katana in that box. I don't even know why I even opened that box to begin with. And there's no health around here. Trying to get health sometimes can be a real pain. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit this guy from underneath because I can. Remember, he can sometimes aim downwards too, like he did just now. And thankfully, the game actually does let you go back and also go up and down. It's not like Super Mario Brothers where you can only go in one direction. The lower box contains shurikens. I don't think I need them. I don't think I'm gonna need them. I am going to use... Actually, you know what? Let's aim up and to the right there, from down there. Grab this. Go ahead and take care of this guy. Oh, good lord. I did not think he was going to hit me from down there. Not immediately, anyway. And after one more platform, we start the next boss battle. Now, this guy, I'm gonna watch the bottom there. And he splits it off into one direction whenever you kill him, and that's what happens when you die. When you lose all your health, you lose a life. And when you lose a life, you lose a continue, as I said earlier. Now let's go ahead and try to continue this. As long as I don't use too many continues, I feel like I should be fine. And thankfully, because I was on the boss, I start back at the boss with the sickle weapon. Now, this guy will come out from the bottom. Oh my gosh, really? He's coming at me. There we go. He usually just does his explosion after you hit him enough times in a left, right, left, right, left, right pattern, but he seems to be doing this whole left, 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 right, right, right thing, it appears. Also, he has a lot of health. Also, if you can keep attacking him, you can take out some of his parts. But the more damage you do to him, the faster he pops up from the bottom of the screen, so you want to be very careful. Also, because I died, it kind of threw off his pattern a little bit, and that kind of threw me off as well. But we did manage to take that guy on fairly well. Got all my health refilled for the next stage. That's nice. You just continue here, but you know what? I'm at full health at pretty much halfway through the game. I finished 3 of the 5 stages. I'm on stage 4, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. So for the next video, we're going to take on stages 4 and 5. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!